Hello and welcome to this short video on finding resources through the library. My name is Ben Alloy. I'm a librarian at the Phoenix College Library, and I'll be walking you through this tutorial to help you with your assignment. So as we get started, remember that your assignment is to evaluate something and write a persuasive essay about why you consider that object or movie or video game, whatever it is you're focusing on, why you consider it to be good or worthwhile or high quality or a valuable use of your time. So with the assignment in mind, there's three things we want to do before we really jump into searching for sources. The first thing is to consider what type of information you'd want and then what type of sources you'd find that information. So for example, if you're focusing on a movie or a video game, you might want to look for a review that talks about that movie or video game and why it's high quality or how it's different than what's come before it. The second thing we want to do is focus on keywords. So whatever your topic is, you want to consider what are the real essential keywords that you would use in a search, right? So it might be the title of a film, the director of the film. It might be like an actor or something, or maybe it's something that you're going to use in your argument. So for example, if you want to argue that video games can help in learning, right? You might have learning, right? Or education or instruction as one of your keywords to help you with that. And the last thing you want to do is consider, do you need a research question? So for some of you in this assignment, you may not really have a guiding research question. It might be a little more straightforward what you're going to argue. But for some of you, like the video game example, your research question might be, how do video games help with student learning or something like that? Right? Or how do video games assist with hand-eye coordination skills? So if you have that type of question that's going to help you make your argument, your paper, you want to consider that early on so you have a sense of what keywords and what information you want to look for. Okay, once you've considered those first few steps, then you're ready to jump onto the library homepage and start searching for sources. So you can find a link to the library at the top banner right here at any Phoenix College webpage. And then this will bring you to the library homepage. And if we scroll down just a bit, we're going to be working through OneSearch right now. OneSearch is a great tool that helps you search almost everything the library has to offer. So just about all of our databases where you can find online ebooks and online articles and online videos. It's going to help you search the physical collection as well, and just about anything that the library has to offer. The one problem with OneSearch is that it gives you a lot of results. So one thing I really want you guys to focus on is how can you narrow your results. So you're not looking through thousands and thousands of things, but you're really focusing on and locating the sources that will be most relevant and most helpful for your search. So for this example, I'm going to use the film The Joker that came out last year as my research topic. So just to kind of demonstrate, if I come to the OneSearch box here and type in Joker, the title of the film, and do a search, you'll notice that I get a lot of results right up here, 304,000 results. I'm not going to look through that many results. And also notice that the types of sources I'm getting are all over the place. There's children's books, there's novels, here's the film, right? But if you kind of look through, there's articles, there's all kinds of resources that may or may not be that relevant for the paper that I want to write. So the first thing we want to do is consider our keywords. So instead of just putting in the title of the film, I might add the director. So it's Todd Phillips. Here. And I might put in something like review because I really want to focus on film reviews as the information that I'll need to write my paper. So just by adding those few keywords, I went from 304,000 results to 887. So that's a pretty good start. The other thing I can do is limit just to fully available online to eliminate any sources that I can't get through my web browser. And then I might also go down here and limit by publication date. Since the film came out in 2019, just last fall, I can limit to the last 12 months. And anything that's older than that isn't really about the film, right? So now I've limited with my keywords, everything online, and the last 12 months, and I've got a shorter list that I can look through. And you can see just my first few results are reviews about the movie. So this is exactly what I want to find, right? If I wanted to limit further, I could go by content type and limit just to newspaper articles or just magazine articles or something like that. For some of your topics, you might be interested in an ebook. And so ebooks would be another content type that you could limit to if you wanted to. But keep in mind, if it's something very recent, it's probably not going to be in a book yet. Okay. Now, once I find a review that I'm interested in, I can just click on the link here. And that will open up a library database. Right? So if you're off campus, you'll be prompted to log in with your MEID and password. And then it will take you right to the database where they found that article. Right? Phoenix College has, I think, about 108 databases. Some of them focus on particular topics like psychology or dentistry. Some of them are very broad and focus on just about any topic. But they all kind of have a set of tools that you can use to help you in your research. And one of them will help you with your citations. So as I get to this database, I can kind of scroll down. Notice I can read the whole article right in my browser. Movie reviews tend to be pretty short, so I might want to look at least a few of these and kind of compare them, see which ones will be most useful. Some of the databases will have tools where you can translate the article or change the font size to make it easier to read, or even listen to it. So if you're cooking in the kitchen or running on a treadmill, you could listen to the articles that you find. Right? You can also link them to your Google Drive account or email them to yourself. So if you're like me and you maybe want to find 5 or 6 articles before you stop to read one, you could email it to yourself. And then finally, there's a citation button. So when you get to the citation button, you can click. For this class, you'll be using MLA 8th edition, and it will do the citation for you. So I can copy and paste this, and my citation is 99% of the way done. I say 99% because sometimes there's a little trimming you might want to do. So for example, with MLA, you don't really need the access date anymore, so you could cut that out. And I know for this class, your instructor prefers that you not have the HTTP part here, so you could cut that out as well and just include the actual URL. And then finally, don't forget in your papers, your instructor would like you to kind of delink your URL. So you can just kind of right click on it and put like remove hyperlink just to make it plain text. Okay, once I've done that, I can go back in my search. And I can look at other reviews. Like I said, if I wanted to change something here, maybe just look at magazine articles or change my keywords, I could do that to do further searches. And just as long as you limit to fully available online, you'll be able to access anything, whether it's a movie review, an article, an ebook, a film, anything you can access through the library just by using your MEID and password to log in. We're just about finished with this tutorial, but before we go, I do want to remind you that we have our 24/7 Ask a Librarian service. So if you do run into any trouble or you need a little bit of help or there's something you really want to find but you just can't locate it yourself, you can just type in your question here, and any time of day or night there will be a librarian waiting for your question and happy to work with you online to help you with anything you may need assistance with. Okay, that wraps it up. Please don't hesitate to contact the library if you need it. Again, my name is Ben Alloy, and I'm available by email or research coach appointment, and good luck with your assignment.